nobody. Like, where is the po-pos? Call the po-po-po. Hey ladies, it's Chadneyb and I'm coming back to you with another video. This video is a little different than what I've been doing. Y'all know I'm uploading these videos. Y'all know I'm kind of just trying to give you more and more and more based off of my experiences, based off of my life, who I am. If you're new to my channel, girl, come on in, join us, subscribe. We be acting up over here, girl, but we mean well by it. So as you can tell by the title, my 6-month update of living in Houston. A lot of you all have come to me because of the fact that you have been drawn to my Houston videos. I do understand how important it is to try and get firsthand experiences from other people who've already done it before, so you can get a little bit of guidance yourself. Everybody's situation is going to be different, so what worked for me or what worked for somebody else, it's our own specific journey, but hopefully that I can help guide you just as much or give you some type of clarity or give you that confirmation that yes, sis, you need to move. I did write some things down here so I wouldn't kind of be all over the place, but I'm an Aries, so my brain naturally rebels against this type of structure. I just want to do whatever I want to do and say whatever I want to say. So we're going to call on the Holy Spirit. We're going to call on our ancestors. We're going to call on our angels and our guides to come speak through me to you, and you, and you, and you, and you, and you, and you. I'm just going to tell you my personal experience. It's not valuable to you. It may be valuable to somebody else. So just take what works for you and what resonates for you. I think this whole month, what I'm going to do is give you all a series of Houston talks. If you decide that you like it and you want more of it, I will make sure I incorporate it from here on out. But just this month, I'm going to make sure that at least every Thursday, I give you some type of Houston talk. So if you have any questions or concerns, if you have anything you want me to address in the video, then comment the questions down below and I will answer them accordingly. Now, it doesn't have to just be Houston or Texas. Like, moving is moving, sis. Moving is moving. And the basic elements that I'm going to talk about throughout the rest of this month, you can apply it to moving anywhere. I don't care if you just moving from one city to the next and you need some type of guidance. Like, it can help you. So stick around and stay tuned and make sure you turn on that notification button because you will find some type of value here. If it worked for me coming from Nashville, Tennessee to Houston, Texas, we're 11 hours away. It can work for you too, sis. Trust me. So the first thing is, why did I move to Houston? I was asked this question, and don't mind me, y'all, if I'm kind of looking off. It's what I do when I'm trying to think. So I know you here. Even if you were here in person, I would be talking like this. So don't judge me. Just listen. You know, with the question being asked to me again, why did you move to Houston? I'm like, my heart. Just to give you a little bit of background about that. While I was in Nashville and I was at my worst, I remember telling my clients, because if you don't know, I have my own nail salon, I'm nail tech. When I used to do my clients, I would be like, you know what? I want to go to Houston. Like, I really want to go to Houston. I don't know why it came out. I don't know what dragged it out. I don't know what possessed me to say it, but I said it. I also remember telling my ex, I want to move. I always knew I wanted to move out to another state. Like, ever since I was younger, I already knew that I wasn't staying in Nashville. I don't know if it's something that I manifested unknowingly or if it was just something where it was like a heads up or a signal, like this is something that's actually coming your way. So prepare and get ready for it. So December 2019, me and Ken were, you know, we were friends, we were talking. And she was like, hey, do you want to go with me for my birthday? And I'm kind of like, I don't know if I want to go. Because we just friends. Like, I don't know if I even want to take it there with you like that. I don't even know if I want to be that kind of friend with you. So I don't know, sis. I was like, yeah, that's fine. Just let me know where you're going. You know, I didn't take anything of it or make it any serious. And she was like, well, I want to go to Vegas. And I was like, I don't want to go to Vegas. She was like, I want to go to Cali. Now, I'm all for Cali. Y'all know I done did a day trip where I flew out there 24 hours and came back. So, of course, I'm willing to go to Cali anytime. So then she was like, well, I wanted to go to Houston, but I've already been to Dallas, and I lit up like, Houston, let's go to Houston, let's go to Houston. I didn't even think we were gonna come down for her birthday, but we came down. I immediately fell in love with it. I immediately loved the vibes. Like, I absolutely loved the vibes. I loved everything about it. After coming back, my mind was set. I told Ken I want to move to Houston. She's like, okay. I don't think she thought I was serious, but I was like, I want to move to Houston, and I'm going. But after pretty much getting everybody on board, we just packed up and we set a date, and we just made it happen. So now looking back on it, I feel like my heart needed it. My heart was drawn to this place. A lot of it was based on like how my heart needed to be healed, how my body and my mind needed to be healed, how my children needed to be healed, how my relationships, friendships, family, things of that sort. Like, I needed to really take a step back. I needed to rest. I needed time. I needed to be like tucked away and protected to really like flourish. That is the reason why I moved. Now, when did I move? I moved January, y'all. It was July 18th. Yeah, it's been 6 months as of January the 18th. And yes, I made it. Never would have made it without you. Next question. What part of Houston am I in? I'm not gonna get into specifics, but I am in Katy, Texas. Katy, Texas is like a suburb. It's a really nice suburban area in Houston. I would say it's probably about 30 to 35 minutes away from, y'all, how many damn downtowns we got? Because I heard we had 4, and I'm just trying to figure it out. For you Houstonians that are actually from Houston, let me know what's going on, because I be thinking I'm downtown, and then it ain't the downtown. And then it's a different downtown. Let me say 20 to 35 minutes away from like the heart of Houston, I believe. We are about 45 minutes to an hour away from Galveston Beach, which is why you always see us going to the beach. Was it worth it? Abso-freaking-lutely. It was worth it. Now, what I like versus what I don't like. So let me kind of give you a background so I can give you what my experience is. I work from home. My kids' schools is near, close enough to where they catch the bus. They come straight up to our apartment complex and they go in. Ken, job and stuff is literally not even 10, 15 minutes away from where we are. So it is true what they say about making sure you get a job in your area, or you're working from home so you don't have to deal with the traffic. We'll get to that later. So what I like about Houston, it is huge. I love the weather. It's always something going on. It's always like pop-up museums, because we're into those type of things. I don't know if you're into those type of things, but we are. I haven't gone to a club here yet. I went to a hookah spot. We've gone to like the pier. We've gone to the beaches. Like, it's so much stuff to do. Now you got to catch it, because it's going to close. I think everything kind of is shut down around 11 or 12 o'clock here. It's a wrap. They're not playing. But it's never not nothing to do. That's when my countryness came out. It's always something to do, always. So I like the fact that you're never bored here. If you go looking for excitement, you will find it. I love the weather. Like, we're in the end of January, and I think that it has been some days where it's been quite cold. But majority of the time we shoot up to like 70, 78 or something like that. And we're in January. Like, I love my community. I love my environment. I love my apartment complex. I love the specific area that I'm staying in. It's very nice, very clean. It's not loud in any type of way. It's a gated, secure community. You see everybody and their families kind of like walking around, walking their dogs, exercising. The kids are playing outside. It's like a community. It's like it is like a evergreen community. Okay, I love their school systems. Their school systems are A1. Coming from Nashville, unfortunately, we did not have a good school system at all. So coming here, even my kids noticed the difference. I love the fact of how constant communication that their teachers and stuff have, the initiative that they take to reach out to you and things of that sort. So I feel like if you do have kids, they can definitely excel here. I love the scenery, the downtown sceneries, and just driving on the interstates throughout. Like Houston has some beautiful places. The art around here is impeccable. Do you hear me? It's impeccable. Also, the work field there, I feel like if you're actually taking the time to look for work, you can find a job. If you come here and you can't find no job, sis, stop playing with yourself. Like, get out there and get it going. Get on Indeed, get on Zip Recruiter, anything you can get on. It's too big. Houston is too big. Yeah, finding a job, I feel like it's extremely easy to find a job here. Well, let me say it's a lot of opportunity for job placements. So I do like that about it. I'm a foodie. So food here, it's always some new food to try. I like seafood and crab legs and things of that sort. So food is... yeah, I like the fact that they have a lot of different places for food. Things that I don't like. So let me put it like this. I love the way that the interstates look, but I hate driving on the interstates. I am an interstate person. I don't like the street way. I just can't do it. You deal with traffic. You deal with all them lights. It takes me all day to get where I need to go. But baby, if you're not used to driving in multiple, 5, 6 lanes, overlapping each other, looping this which way all around the, this ain't what you want. This is not what you want. If you got anxiety or anything of that sort, I'm telling you, brace yourself, because Houston drivers, I'm used to it because Nashville can't drive either, but Houston, they merge over and don't even look before they merge over. And at least Nashville, we look. We might speed like Houston speed. I feel like every time I turn around on the interstate, somebody having a drag race. Somebody is racing each other. We can be on the street and somebody is racing somebody. Like, where is the po-pos? Call the po-po-ho. To the flip side of the weather, when it's hot, it's hot. Don't go outside. And don't go outside without at least about 2-3 bottles of water, because it's going to burn, scorch you. You need sunscreen, you need all of that. This is a different type of heat. This is a different type of sun. This is a different type of sun. Maybe it's because I'm brand new, but I don't have any friends here. That's pretty much it. As far as like what I don't like, I haven't really found anything that I don't like. Just the interstates annoy me, and it triggers my anxiety quite a lot. What has it been like so far? I think I've already answered it. It's been amazing so far. Like we really, really enjoy it. We really enjoy it. Like, we love where we are. We love the experiences that we've already experienced. We feel like we've experienced so much, but then so little. We feel like it's so much more to explore and learn and grow and things of that sort. So we love it. Like, personal experience, I love it. I love it here. And I'm staying. Am I homesick? Hell no. No, I'm not homesick at all. Like, not even one bit. Now, do I miss my family? Yes, I miss my family. I go through my little times of missing my family, and I have to call them or I have to text them or something of that sort. If you also looked at my vlogs, see, all these questions you'll know if you look at my vlogs. If you look at my videos, then you would know. I've been going home quite a lot lately, so I've been seeing them. And it's like I said, it's only been 6 months. So this feels more like home than back home did. And that's how, like, that is the feeling that I've always gotten from day one. Even when I visited here, I felt like this is where I belong. I felt like I fit right in. Homesick as far as going back and moving? No. Friends, I already talked about friends. I haven't met anybody because I have not really been anywhere to leave the house to meet friends. So I have to connect with you guys this way, or through social media. So I just haven't met anybody from Houston yet that wants to like link up or nothing like that. Maybe I haven't even put myself out. So this is me putting myself out now, guys. If you are in Houston and you would like to meet up in any type of way, let me know. Traveling back home. How is traveling back home? It takes 11 hours for me to get from here to Nashville if I'm driving. If I'm flying, then it takes me about an hour or hour and a half. We're done with driving. Just because it's been too many times that we have left to go home, come back for a few days, left to go home again, and we're driving. And that is too much on our bodies. And it's too much, child, to be weighing us out. So working, I had 2 customer service jobs that was lined up. One fell through, one I continued, and I loved the company, but I hated the position and I hated what the position entailed. But I stayed there a couple of months. You know, I had to pay bills, had to take care of my family. So I did that. And then I started at a new place, which if I would have known it turned out the way that it was going to turn out, which I'm about to do a video for that Sunday, guys. So stay tuned. Turn your notification bell on, because that's going to be a message and a word for anybody who may be going through this situation. If you watch my vlog, again, y'all going to hear me say this so much, but if you watch any of my previous videos, and you know that assignment expired out of nowhere, but maybe not, because of the type of prayer and the type of manifestation and the type of how I was talking to God. Let's just put it like that. How I was talking to God. No wonder why it ended the way it ended. But I think I had signs in the beginning that I shouldn't have even left that job to get this one, because I didn't have a feeling that it would last long. So right now, what I'm doing, I am in a position right now to where I can pursue YouTube full time. I love it. I love it. So the people, I haven't really experienced a lot of people, but like I said before, the people that I have like just walked past or come across, or people that's waitressing or something like that, restaurants, or just walking by, they're pretty Southern. Hey, how you doing? Hey, excuse me, manners, polite. That's just my experience, guys. People seem to be okay. They don't mind staring at you, though. I will say that, like, they stare. Like, ain't no staring at you like, and then trying to hurry up and look away when they catch you looking. No, they gonna look at you. You see them looking at you. They gonna keep on looking at you in your face. Eye contact. These folks ain't never had no problem with eye contact. Never. Do I regret moving? No, I don't regret moving. Not at all. I'm so happy that I did. This was one of the best decisions that I could have ever made in my life. Weather. I've already talked about the weather. We came here when it was hurricane season. I know y'all like, what the heck? Yeah, we came here when it was hurricane season. We were here when Hurricane Lauren happened. Even on the bad days, it feels so good, so tropical, so refreshing down by the ocean and the riverside, child. It's burning up. It is hot as hell in the summertime, but I love it. Winter is not really winter. Traffic, I already talked about the traffic. I don't really go out during those traffic times, but I can see how there is a lot of traffic. So if you're going to move somewhere, make sure that it is 20 minutes or less. That's what I'm going to say. I'll do a whole couple questionnaire as far as living. I'll bring her in on one of these times, and I'll let her tell you her experience with having to leave the house and go to work in traffic, because she would have more knowledge than me about it. Best schools, I really love their schools. We have the option to do online as well as in person. They notify us, even if it's somebody at home that has COVID. We get notifications about it. They started out online. All the kids started online. Since it was summertime, I let my boys go to actual school. They do take precautions. They don't play about the mask, like none of that. They don't play about it. So my kids, thank God, by the grace of God, they have been safe. Even when I had coronavirus, they didn't get it. Their teachers, they all reach out to me. They all keep me updated. I speak to my oldest, Sincere. I speak to his assistant principal and the secretary quite often. They email, like, communication. If you want to make sure that your child excels as much as possible, then definitely I would recommend the Katy district. They have sports. They have swimming. They have football. They have basketball. I think soccer. They have a whole lot of different sports and stuff too. I know my youngest son is in band and my oldest son is in art. Bugs. Bugs. I done watched every YouTube video possible about moving to Houston before I came here. And I remember one girl was just like, If you don't like bugs, don't come here. I heard her talk about the bugs and stuff, and I was just like, I was cracking up, y'all, because I was like, it can't be that serious. And she's like, bugs, it don't matter what kind of bugs. You talking about house bugs, June bugs, honey bugs, spider bugs, wasp bugs, bees, flies, whatever. Like, you gonna get it. Especially in the summertime. The summertime, they just go invade your space, and they don't kiss us. It's their land. This land is your land. This land is my land. Like J-Lo was singing. This land is your land. This land is my land. From California to the New York Island. Yes. This land is your land. This is our land. Okay, that's what they say. I done had so many bugs creep up on me. Lizards. Yeah, honey, it was a lizard that came up in the house one time, and I'd almost lost my mind. Every time you come down the steps and you go into your car, you're gonna see lizards everywhere. This is in the summertime. Right now, it's not so bad. Wasps were a big problem and stuff here, but yeah, you're gonna see some bugs. You're gonna see regular bugs that it's like house bugs, and you're gonna see bugs you ain't never seen before. So yes, prepare for that. It's not been bad. Lord, let me find something to knock on. It's a paper. It came from wood, right? It came from trees. So let me knock on wood, girl. To me, it's not like, oh my God, I can't stay here because this. No, it's like, ooh. Okay, moving on. Differences between my city and Houston. I just feel like it's a big old Nashville to me. It's big, but it's not like New York fast. It's still fast enough to where it would have been on my level as far as home. It's just a lot more things to do. It's like a big ass Nashville to me. So there's really no huge difference besides like the weather. It's probably, like I said, because I'm just coming from Tennessee to Texas. Now, it may be a drastic change from somebody coming from California to Texas or from New York to Texas, because it's a whole different type of lifestyle. So if you're coming from those areas, you may see a drastic difference. But me, it just felt like a big old Tennessee. Country is country. South is South. Shut down in the quarantine. When we got here, I feel like there was a bit of a restriction because, again, this was in July of 2020. So there was a bit of restriction, but it wasn't something where we felt like everything was shut down. I know Walmart closed hella early. I think they closed at like 9 o'clock. Now they're open back with the regular hours. Other than that, everything is open. Everything is open. Everybody is outside. Of course, most of the stuff that we do, they reinforce the social distancing. We do a lot of outdoor stuff. We do a lot of big museum stuff to where, you gonna be separated. You're gonna be spread apart. You have to hand sanitize. There's hand sanitizer everywhere. There's masks that you have to keep on. They only allow certain people in at a certain amount of people in at a specific time. So I think that was just a cautious effort for us to make sure that we, did you hear that? It's not their job. It's our job to pick and choose what we decide to do and where we go for our safety. So that's one of the reasons why I ain't been in the club yet, because can't do it. I already caught the damn coronavirus, but I can't do it. I did that just going back home to Nashville and being in an intimate setting with my family. So my anxiety gonna be like this when it comes down to being with a big group of people in a club drinking who don't care. And when you get that liquor up in your system, you don't care who you touch. You don't think about who you touch. You don't think about who you contact. You don't think about who face you in. You don't think about who's sweating. You don't think about who you twerking on. Like, you don't think about none of that. So I'm not going. No. If it's a rooftop or something like that, a day party rooftop, and there's not a lot of people, I probably won't go still. I probably still won't go. But Yeah, so as far as quarantine goes, we ain't quarantined. We're not shut down. We're not on a restriction. It's still mask and social distancing. We still do whatever we want to do. So, apartment update. My apartment. I did an apartment tour. I think. Did I do an apartment tour, y'all? I think I did. I did an apartment tour. I did y'all came along with me when I first came down here looking for apartments. I love the environment. I love this apartment. It's still so spacious. Even if I decide to stay here for another year, I would still love it because I just really, really love this environment. If I go out this door, if I go on my balcony, if I go outside my gated community, I'm surrounded by big houses, mansion style type houses. My environment is so clean. There's so much that's around me that I really don't have to go anywhere. All the stores, as you can think of, whether it be the mall is down the street, the beach is close. Like, I love it. My apartment, my boys still love their rooms. I still love my rooms. I'm still decorating, as you can see, in this 6 months. I am on a 11-month lease. Yes, ain't that a strange number? But maybe not. When we first came down here, we looked at apartments and we looked at houses. So I think the only thing that stopped us from getting a house at that time was that we didn't want to feel like we weren't in a secure community, if that makes sense. We didn't know what we were doing, where we were going. We're not familiar with this area. So we wanted to, for one, make sure that we were in a gated community to where it would feel safe, that we would be kind of locked into a local tight-knit community. We also wanted to make sure that we were around as many things as possible. And most of the time apartments is around shopping malls, it's around grocery stores, it's around retail stores, it's around dentists and doctors and medical places. Like, we wanted to make sure that everything was right here smack dead around us. We wanted to make sure that we were familiar and that we had at least a year or so to get acclimated and to get settled into Houston before we start to go off into home divisions. That most of the homes are kind of a little bit spread apart. They're not so close to different stores and things of that sort. We wanted to start off in an apartment first, then work our way up to renting a home, and then possibly owning a home if we decide that this is our final stay. So around, my birthday is in March, so I would say around like my birthday time in March, the end of March, April, something like that, we gonna hit the ground running when it comes down to looking for homes. So I will make sure that I take y'all with me when it comes down to house hunting. I know that my apartment tour search was very helpful to you guys. I can also get more information. I'm going to do a video, guys, about apartment hunting in Houston as well. So stay tuned for that. It's going to be posted in the series for this month for Houston. But yeah, I've already taken you on a tour of apartments. I'll take you on a tour for the houses. Some people like houses, some people like apartments. So I'm just trying to make sure I cover everyone who is thinking about coming to Houston. But yeah, I love my apartment. Like, if I had to stay here for another year, if we decided to stay here for another year, then I would stay here for another year. We already talked about food and going out. The way I find food, the way I go out, we either just drive around, or we always go to TikTok, or we go to Instagram or Google. Type in Houston foods, Houston foodie, hashtag. Like, it's people specifically that has pages just to tell you about the food in Houston. And it's a lot of information. They be giving you some good stuff. How was moving? Moving for me was like easy peasy, because moving for me is easy no matter where I go. I'm not the type of person that likes to pack up. When I get ready to move, I throw everything in the trash, including the furniture. I don't want it. I don't believe in bringing old stuff to new places. So I throw everything in the trash or I give it away. Only thing I need to take is my clothes. And I didn't even take no clothes with me coming down here. I literally barely brought anything coming here. Y'all see how my closet is? As a matter of fact, I think we slept on a pallet on the floor for a few days before our beds and stuff came in. But I will get into that in the next video about how I moved to Houston, I'll tell you the background and the story about it. So be looking forward to that. Overall, that's pretty much it. I just want to say to whoever it is that is looking at this video, if you are looking at this video and you're wondering, should I make the move? I don't care if you come to Texas. I don't care if you come to Houston. I don't care. I don't care if you're going to another country. Do your research. And if it feels right to you, then do it. The Spirit is never going to lead you to do something. The Spirit is never going to tell you to do something if it's not meant for you, and if your life is not already there. If a part of your life is not already there, then it would not be put in your heart. It would not be put in your spirit. I always say God made us, universe, Allah, Buddha, whoever it is that you believe in. But I really, truly believe that when something is called to you, when you're drawn to something, then it is something there for you. I had no idea how things were going to work out coming here. I had no idea, but it was definitely a leap of faith. And now I see it's because a part of my life, a part of my chapter in my life was here. It was already here. It was just waiting on me. God already placed our whole life in, it's already been planned out. It's already put in order. We just line it up to it as we go, as we grow, as we age. So understanding that a part of my life, a chapter in my life was already created before I was 5, before I was 2, before I was 1, before I was walking, crawling, whatever, feeding myself. Like before I even knew who I was, God knew who I was. The universe knew who I was. And it was already in place. This place was already here for me to just come in and occupy the spot once I got through other things in my life. So if it's meant for you, He gonna take care of you. If it's meant for you to be here, you're going to excel. He's going to make a way. You're going to make a way. Stop doubting God. Stop doubting yourself. Stop doubting the life that's already prepared for you. If you're fearful of it, if you're scared, stop being fearful of it. And if you can't shake it, guess what? Do the shit scared. Do it anyway. My anxiety is through the roof. Do you hear me? And I still, with anxiety, be like, okay, Jesus. Okay. All right. I'm going to go. I'm going to do it. No, yes, I am. I'm gonna do it scared anyway, because it's so much more fulfilling on the other end. Stop torturing yourself off of things that shouldn't be. Stop holding on to that old life that's no longer for you. And it's not gonna get better. It's nothing there that's gonna serve you. It's nothing there. Even if you can't necessarily see the end of the tunnel, one step in front of the other is all you need to take. Making the decision that that's what you're going to do is all you need to take. Maybe this video is all you needed to light a fire up under your ass. Where's my lighter? Because I will set you on fire. Where my lighter at? I can't make the decision for you. Your mama, your sister, your brother, your boyfriend, your girlfriend, your child. Nobody can make that decision for you in regards to making that move to Houston or to another state but you. Because just as much as God only gave you the vision, even when people don't understand why you're trying to do it, I don't care if it's, I'm finna get up and go by myself. People around you may not understand. They may not even take you seriously. But it's about what you feel about you, how you feel about your life, how you feel about your future, your goals, your desires, your dreams. Ain't nobody living this life with you but you. Even if you're raising kids, even if you have a partner that's supportive, that wants to go with you, ultimately, y'all beside each other, but y'all living in your own separate bodies and worlds. So if it feels right to you, then do it. And don't let nobody hold you back from it. Prepare, plan accordingly. I would always say visit where you're going to go first, where you desire to live first, to make sure. Because I was like, listen, I came here, but I was only here for a little bit when I came for a vacation. I was only here for a little bit. So let me go back again to see if the feeling is the same. I even decided to go to Dallas immediately as soon as I hit Dallas. The whole time I was there, no, baby, this ain't for me. This ain't. I ain't knocking Dallas. It's a nice place to be, but for who I am and my type of lifestyle, Houston is where it's at for me. So it might be the opposite way. You might come to Houston and be like, oh, I don't think I want to live in Houston. I might want to go to Austin. Go to Austin. You might say you want to go to San Antonio. Go to San Antonio. You might want to say that you want to go to New Orleans. Go to New Orleans then, sis. You want to go to San Francisco, LA, go. You want to go to, I about to say Ohio. I don't know who want to go to Ohio, but I got family in Ohio. Shout out to y'all. I love you. Colorado. I heard somebody say they wanted to go to Arizona. Go. Go. There ain't no right or wrong way about living your life. The only wrong or right way it is if you letting somebody else steer it and drive your vehicle, because they can't. They can't drive your vehicle. They can't step foot inside your physical body and know what your heart and your mind and your spirit desires. They can't do that. They can't drive your vehicle, so stop giving them the power to do so. I don't care who this is. I don't care if it's your mom, your dad. I don't care. Your guardian. I don't care. What God has for you is for you. Where you started may not be where you end up at. And you got to be okay with it. And in order for you to live the best life possible, it might not be where you're stuck and where you're stagnant at. If you looking around and you done tried everything and you still stuck and you stagnant, you weren't happy, you want to leave, you want a fresh start, some type of in your profession that you're in, or your desire, your goal to what you want to do in your career. If it looks better in a different place, if it's better for you to go because blacks excel more in Atlanta with this specific industry, go to Atlanta. If you want to open up a damn dispensary and it's best for you to go to Colorado, go to Colorado. Like, make it make sense. Why are you staying in something that you know is no longer for you or wasn't for you in the first place? I'm done preaching, but what I will say is this was the best decision of my life. That's what I'm going to say. And I can't wait to hear your stories when you comment down below. Oh my God, I'm getting emotional. This is crazy. Y'all know, baby, I don't sit here and cry on YouTube. I don't. But when it's something that comes over me, like, I got so much feeling of celebration in my soul. I got so much feeling of gratitude, so much feeling of thankfulness and humbleness, and just I'm in awe, and I'm amazed by what God gave me, what the universe gave me just by taking the step when I didn't know how none of this was gonna happen. When y'all hear my story coming up, man, y'all gonna be like, definitely. And I know I'm not the first person who told you this. I know you've probably looked at other YouTube channels or I know you just typed in how to move to Houston, living in Houston, Houston update, what do's and don'ts to Houston. I know you done been badgering yourself and researching it, and then you make the decision and you back out of it and you push it out for a couple of months and you push it out for another year. Then you look up and it's been 3 years and you've been like, I've been saying I'm gonna move. I've been saying I'm gonna move, man. Stop holding yourself back, because ultimately that's what you're doing. Stop holding yourself back. Some of y'all don't even understand that your wife or your husband is in a whole different state. Some of y'all don't even know that your future children will happen in another state. Some of y'all don't know that promotion, that business that you want, it's gonna happen in another location. And like I said, it don't even have to necessarily be a whole nother state. It could be a whole nother city. You be in Nashville, want to move to Memphis, and I can go on and on and on. But I feel like you get where I'm coming from, and I feel like I'm speaking to a lot of y'all out there, because I was once on the other side of that screen, just like you, trying to figure it out, trying to research, trying to see what everybody is saying, trying to get the heads up, trying to see what I'm warned about. Like, prepare, do your research, come and visit, see if you like it, get different opinions if you want, but ultimately stay true to yourself. Let your inner self guide you, let your angels guide you, let God guide you, let the universe guide you, and just trust it. Trust it. What's the worst thing happen besides you're going to take your ass back home? Wow. Oh my God. Are you still living? Are you still breathing? Are you still waking up the next day? Are you still taken care of? Yes, you still are. Like, what is the worst that can happen? If you need to fall back home, if you got family at home, if you got a friend at home, if you ain't got nobody at home, then hell, what's really the problem? Because if you ain't got nobody at home, then it definitely shouldn't be a problem with you moving somewhere else I don't know nobody out here besides who's in my household. So if you feel like you ain't got nobody at home, then guess what? You ain't losing out on nothing if you do move. What are you losing out on? Nothing. But what could you gain? What could you gain? Okay, child. That is it for this video. If I talked your head out, I'm sorry. I'm just going by what I feel. I'm going to say congratulations in advance to anyone who has taken the step, who has already moved, who is preparing, who's researching, who's writing it down, who's getting their stuff together, who's brainstorming, who is even just simply made the decision to say, I want to do something better for my life and with my life. I want to give myself a better opportunity. I want to travel the world or move in different areas. I want to experience different cultures, just anything to get outside yourself, to push yourself to grow, to be better, to see all that God has made for us, to see all that the universe has laid out for us. It's more than what's in your city. It's more than what's on your street. It's more. Now, if you're comfortable where you are, this video is not for you. Why are you looking at this video? Why are you looking at this video? If you're comfortable, which is fine. Some people don't ever want to leave. I got family members who excel in Nashville, don't want to leave. They love it there. My father, he'll tell, honey, I would say he'd tell you, I want him to tell you, I want him to rest. God rest his soul. But my daddy was not moving at all. Like, his city was his city and he loved it thoroughly, loved it. So if that's you, my hat's off to you. I'm not knocking you at all. I'm proud of you for excelling and growing and making it and loving where you are. You know, thank God that you were born, you were placed immediately in an area that you love, that you felt at home at, that you felt welcome at, that you felt like you can excel at, that you felt like was one of the best places in the world, if not the best place in the world. Like, you are blessed to be able to have that feeling right off the bat that you can make it right where you are and you are comfortable and you don't see no other place possible but where you are. You got a little bit of a head start. So what I'm talking about and who I'm talking to are those that feel like this is not my final destination. I don't belong here. I was born here, but I don't belong here, because God has a calling on all of our lives. The universe has a calling on all of our lives. Where we start, some of us may not end up at it ain't where he wants us to be. So we'll never be happy. We'll never be satisfied. We'll never be whole unless we fulfill the purpose that we were placed here for. So what I would say for those who may be watching because you have somebody that wants to leave and you don't understand, I think that needs to be a conversation that needs to be had. So let me write that down so I can make that on the next video. Okay, so yeah, I'm gonna do a video on that because I think it's not just important for those who are making the step, but I think it's also important for people who feel like they're losing somebody to them moving away from them and don't understand. I haven't really seen any videos that's like this. I won't go ahead and make that video next. I feel like that is some of the reason why people won't leave is because they're attached to you, or that they are afraid that they're going to leave you alone or that you're going to feel some type of way about it. But that is ultimately a selfish mentality to have. And it may not be intentional, but it is. And it may just be because you're scared to let go, or you're scared of how the outcome is going to be, or, you know, but you can't put your fears off on the person who wants to do it because you don't understand why. It's because God gave them something. God spoke something to them that he didn't speak to you. He spoke to you to stay where you are because you're needed where you are. Your purpose is going to be where you are. But he spoke to your child. He spoke to your sister or your brother. He spoke to your partner, or whoever, you know. Those are maybe the sad truths about it. But if you really love a person, you would want them to succeed. You want them to excel and you want them to grow. So even when it hurts, you got to learn to let go so they can prosper and so they can find their way. So I'm done preaching to y'all again. If this resonated with you in any way, please like this video. Please share it if you feel like it's helpful. If it's for you, if it's for someone you know who's moving, if it's someone you know that's having a hard time dealing with someone moving, please share this video, because I feel like in some sense it could be helpful. I'm speaking from my heart. I'm speaking from my soul, my spirit, my mind, my experiences most of all. That's one thing that's very important to me. I don't talk on what I don't know. I've been saying it ever since I was like 12 years old and didn't know a damn thing. But my experiences. So, yeah, I hope this helps you. Please like, comment, subscribe to my channel. Turn on your notification button so you're aware of all the things that I have in store coming up for you guys. Like I said, if you do like these videos, we can keep them rolling, sis, because I'm the one. I'm going to be real with you. I'm going to love you, even if it's the hard way. And I'm going to try to give you as much knowledge and information that I know to give. I've experienced quite a lot. You'd be amazed at the things that God has brought me through and has allowed me to experience and has allowed me to learn. And I've always said I don't think I go through those things in vain. So I hope it helps you. God bless each and every single one of you guys that come across this video. Know that it is okay. Know that you are safe within your decision, no matter what it is. Just make sure that that decision is true to you. So I'm getting out of here. In the meantime, in between time, take care of yourself, because if you don't take care of yourself, you can't come back to see me, and that is just not fair. Pinky promise. Okay? I'll do the same. Until the next video, I love you. I love you. I love you. Bye.